welcome to Crystal Rose Realm. I'm Crystal, and today is Monday. This video is going to be my wrap up of movies that I saw throughout July. So let's get into it. So I have an earlier video on YouTube of movies that I want to watch throughout the summer. So these are the movies on my list. Some of the movies that I have watched too haven't been on my list. Just because I came across it and I was like, oh, let me watch that. Only one that I watched this month has not been on my list that I ended up watching. So I'll mention it in here. I actually did a reaction video for it like a week and a bit ago. So yeah, anyways, let's get into this. The movie I came across was The Beach House. This one was about a woman. She recently got fired from her job and she ends up going to this little beach house that her mom is at, and it's like a little house that's been in her family since she was little, and she's going to help her mom kind of clean it up. She basically goes and helps her mom clean up this cottage. She finds out a bunch of stuff, you know, that her mom went through and what her mom's currently going through. And then along the way too, she ends up meeting one of her old, I want to say high school boyfriend or something like that. And they end up reconnecting as well. It is a Hallmark movie. I do love Hallmark movies, so I don't know why I didn't really love this movie. I gave it only a 3 thumbs up just because it was a little slow. It was kind of romantic, but not fully. I don't know if maybe it's the Hallmark. I love more the Christmas ones, I guess, because like Christmas is my favorite season. So I don't know if maybe that's the element that was missing, that I kind of was like, it's okay. It had cute moments and cute little storyline and, you know, lessons to be learned within the book or the movie, sorry. But yeah, I didn't love it. I wouldn't watch it again. So do with that as you will. Number 2 is The People We Meet at the Wedding. This has Kristen Bell in it, and there's a couple other actors and actresses that you probably would have seen somewhere else. But again, I didn't find this one great. It was a 3 thumbs up, which I'm shocked because, like, I put it as a 3 thumbs up. And I was shocked because I love Kristen Bell. I think she's funny in some other things that I've seen her in. I think what I was expecting from the movie was it to be more funny, whereas like it had funny parts, but I think it was more a drama. Just, you know, it teaches you about family dynamics and how certain family members may act. And it's a wedding, so it's her half-sister, I believe it's her half-sister's wedding, who lives in England, so they all end up having to go to England for this wedding. But it just shows you the different people that you could have in your family, and it's not just, I thought it was going to be like a funny, you know, they go to the wedding and a bunch of weird family members out of there, you know, like an aunt who kisses too much or whatever. But this completely was the opposite. Not the opposite, but like, it was more their immediate family and like direct extended family. So it had the mom, the brother, and the 2 sisters, and it just basically talks about their whole dynamic, like who each person is, what type of personality they have, why they clash, and they discuss these certain things within the movie too. So I would say it's more of a drama, not a comedy. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't horrible. Wasn't great. I gave it a 3 thumbs up. Again, do with that as you will. You can either watch it or not. I mean, to me it's a you could, like, if you're bored, literally have nothing to do, then yeah, throw it on. But I just didn't love it. The 3rd movie I saw was Palm Springs. This one I actually gave a 4 thumbs up, and I was pleasantly surprised by it. I thought it would be one of those like ridiculously nonsensical type of movie to watch, and I was like, the silly funny, like not funny, but you laugh because of how awkward and weird it is funny, if you know what I mean. But this actually pleasantly surprised me. I actually was laughing, like, not to the point of tears, but I got some pretty good laughs out of this. It's basically the concept of Groundhog Day. However, they're in Palm Springs for a wedding. The main character's girlfriend is in the wedding party, and he keeps reliving the day over and over again because he came across some type of portal in a cave while he was in Palm Springs. Then he meets a woman, and she ends up following him to this cave, and she ends up in this time loop too. So, and then they're trying, like, he's kind of given up because he's been in this time loop for God knows how long. So she's trying to figure out how to get out of the loop. She's trying to figure out, like, well, is it because we're supposed to learn something that, you know, a crappy part of ourselves that we're supposed to change to be a better person to get out of this loop? Like, she's trying to figure out all these different types of ways. Yes, I thought it was actually pretty funny. It's up being funny because honestly, I want to say her character's more funny because she's kind of like, she's so freaked out and confused, and she's trying to break this loop. Like, she's trying to just do everything and anything to get out of this loop. 4 thumbs up. I thought it was fantastic and funny. Number 4 on here, I'll say I watched The Meg. So this wasn't on my list of movies to watch for the summer, but I came across it on Prime Video, and it was included in Prime, and I had been seeing it over the years. It's like not an old movie, but older movie. It's got Jason Statham in it, and Rainn Wilson. That's his name, Rainn Wilson from The Office. So yeah, it actually was a decent shark movie. Like, you either get movies that are like that about, you know, the killer shark, or like the killer anaconda or killer crocodile, whatever the case may be. And some of them are pretty good, but then others are like super cheesy, like that stupid Sharknado movie. Talk about a waste of my time. Anywho, I digress. The Meg was great. It had science in it. They have Rainn Wilson's character is a billionaire, so he funds this whole oceanic project that's in the ocean. They build this whole structure in the water, like under the water, because basically they're trying to prove that Marianas Trench is deeper than what it actually is. So their theory was that the floor of Marianas Trench is not actually a floor, it's actually a cloud, and you can penetrate it. Their theory is correct, they find out. But also, when they find out this theory is correct, they run into a megalodon. There might be more than one. Again, watch my reaction video the first reaction video that I ever made. But yes, they run into a megalodon, and it just gets crazy from there. So I would say I give it a 4 thumbs up. And these are out of 5, my rankings. So I definitely would say to watch it. There is a second one, and I do want to see it because I'm kind of curious what happens, because from my understanding they killed them. So anyways, I want to see the second one. Maybe I'll get to it by the end of the summer too, and I can review that one. Or maybe I'll do a reaction on that one too. I'll think about that. Last one I saw, which was the most recent movie I just watched, was My Old Ass. Again, I thought this would be more comical, but it ended up being more of a drama, in my opinion, because to me, a comedy is something that's silly and goofy, and to me, I'm like, you should be laughing consistently throughout the movie, to me, is what a comedy. And to me, a drama is more like serious tones, like serious topics within the movie. And this one, like, again, there's silly parts where I chuckled, but it wasn't like hilarious. It more was like life lessons. So basically, this young woman, Elliot, she's 18, I believe. She just had her 18th birthday, and her friends decide to get high on shrooms. And during her trip, she actually meets her older self. Her older self is 39. So she's come to like kind of teach her more of the important things that she should be focusing on in life, rather than just going and like partying with her friends all the time and trying to escape where she lives and all that kind of stuff. So it's that, but not only is it her older self coming to teach her to not do certain things, her younger self actually teaches her older self some lessons as well. So, but it wasn't great. Like, I got bored through some of it. So again, I gave it a 3 thumbs up out of 5. So yeah, I like, watch it. It's not horrible. If you want something that's kind of, maybe you want a life lesson, I don't know, something that you want to watch that you might learn something from, because basically the concept for me through that movie was that not only can older versions of people, you know, older people don't just teach the younger ones. Younger can also teach older, because they're learning different stuff that we wouldn't have learned at their age, right? And they learn things that they've observed through in the family or in life. Or sometimes they've been through some things that you haven't even been through, being an adult, right? Or older than them. Doesn't matter. Either way, you're learning from each other, is the concept of the movie, right? Is my list of movies that I've seen so far through the month of July. I'm hoping to watch a lot more. Yeah, so that's it for me today. If you want to write in the comments certain movies that you think that I should check out, definitely write them in the comments. If you have any suggestions of movies that I may have seen, that maybe I could talk about on here, like, I don't know, I was thinking of a topic being like movies that I wish I never saw because they're just disturbing. One comes to mind, but I'm not going to say it because maybe I'll do a video of it. Maybe that'll be like closer to Halloween, because most of the movies that are disturbing to me have been like horror, thriller type of movies. So yeah, anywho. So just remember, guys, to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Until then, happy movie watching. Have a great one. Bye. Yeah.